The light of the worlds, the radiance that creates, divides, and returns. The Trilogy of Light Book 2, by Laing Z. Matthew's The Light of the Worlds, a vision of heaven, consciousness, and the architecture of radiance. What if heaven were not elsewhere, but the pattern by which consciousness organizes itself into harmony? What if the soul's journey beyond death, through stars and gods and radiant realms, were the same movement happening now, within your own awareness? The Light of the Worlds is the second volume in the Book of Light trilogy, a vast cosmology of consciousness, tracing the path of light from the human heart to the furthest heavens, and beyond even light itself. Where the light of the self revealed illumination within, this volume expands outward, mapping the celestial architecture of being, the heavens, the bardos, the angelic hierarchies, and the luminous fields that sustain reality. Through Daoist, Buddhist, Hermetic, and Christian traditions, Laing Z Matthews reveals a single truth, refracted through many mirrors, that the universe itself is a living mandala of awareness, love crystallized into law, light turning toward its source. The text moves through concentric worlds of increasing refinement, guiding the reader from mythic cosmologies to metaphysical physics, from immortal mountains and pure lands to the luminous intelligence underlying all creation. Each chapter blends ancient revelation with modern insight, uniting mystical vision with scientific wonder. Here, heaven is not a reward, but a resonance. Every realm, every world, every frequency of existence arises from the same principle: virtue as coherence, love as gravity, and clarity as cosmic intelligence. The soul ascends not by belief, but by luminosity, by remembering itself as light returning to its origin. Through its pages you will travel, the Daoist immortal realms, where Shen refines into pure clarity, the Buddhist pure lands, where compassion becomes geometry, the Hermetic and Christian heavens, where angels sing the architecture of order, the architecture of radiance, where sacred geometry meets harmonic physics, the lightless source, beyond even brilliance, where the universe forgets and remembers itself in silence. As the journey unfolds, light ceases to be metaphor and becomes experience. The book culminates in the light beyond worlds, a return to the primordial stillness before creation, where heaven itself dissolves into pure transparency. Written in language that breathes like meditation, The Light of the Worlds is both scripture and mirror, a work to read slowly, to contemplate, and to feel resonating in your own field of awareness. It speaks to the mystic, the philosopher, the physicist, and the quiet seeker who senses that the true cosmos begins inside. About the Trilogy, the Book of Light, Volume 1, The Light of the Self, Awakening Inner Illumination, Volume 2, The Light of the Worlds, Mapping the Celestial Order, Volume 3, The Light of Consciousness, Embodying the Source through Human Life. Together they trace one motion: light awakening, expanding, and returning home. For readers of The Secret of the Golden Flower, Tibetan Book of the Dead, The Cloud of Unknowing, and the Hermetica, a work for those who seek the direct, living unity of science and mysticism, of heaven and earth, of soul and cosmos.